Torah, vayeira, Genesis 18:29 through 19:13, page 26. He further continued to speak to him, and he said, "What if 40 would be found there?" And he said, "I will not act on account of the 40. And he said, "Let not my Lord be annoyed, and I will speak. What if 30 would be found there?" And he said, "I will not act if I find there 30. So he said, "Behold, now I desire to speak to my Lord. What if 20 would be found there?" And he said, "I will not destroy on account of the 20. So he said, "Let not my Lord be annoyed, and I will speak but this once. What if 10 would be found there?" And he said, "I will not destroy on account of the 10. Hashem departed when he had finished speaking to Abraham, and Abraham returned to his place. The two angels came to Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting at the gate of Sodom. Now Lot saw and stood up to meet them, and he bowed face to the ground, and he said, "Behold, now, my lords, turn about, please, to your servant's house. Spend the night and wash your feet. Then wake up early and go your way." And they said, "No, rather we will spend the night in the square." And he urged them very much, so they turned toward him and came to his house. He made a feast for them and baked matzos, and they ate. They had not yet lain down when the townspeople, Sodomites, converged upon the house, from young to old, all the people from every quarter. And they called to Lot and said to him, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us that we may know them." Lot went out to them to the entrance and shut the door behind him. And he said, "I beg you, my brothers, do not act wickedly. See now, I have 2 daughters who have never known a man. I shall bring them out to you and do to them as you please. But to these men do nothing, inasmuch as they have come under the shelter of my roof." And they said, "Stand back." Then they said, "This fellow came to sojourn and would act as a judge. Now we will treat you worse than them." They pressed exceedingly upon the man, upon Lot, and they approached to break the door. The men stretched out their hand and brought Lot into the house with them and closed the door. And the men who were at the entrance of the house, they struck with blindness from small to great, and they tried vainly to find the entrance. Then the men said to Lot, "Whom else do you have here, a son-in-law, your sons, or your daughters? All that you have in the city remove from this place, for we are about to destroy."